I've never seen or heard that somebody has taken a decision of building infrastructure or giving jobs to people just because Twene Jonas have insulted them. No. Whatever they're doing, they are continuing to do it. So in actual sense, Twene Jonas is actually not helping solve the issue, but he is rather pushing away people who will help him achieve his goal. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. See, I want to be very clear. I am a Muslim, but I am not doing this video only because he insulted Muslims and the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Though that alone is enough as a reason for me to do a video. But I am doing this video just for you to have a clear overview about who this guy is and why I think doing videos to advise him will actually not work. First of all, I want to be clear with you about my conclusion about him. I think Twene Jonas is deluded. The following are the 3 reasons why I think Twene Jonas is deluded. When we say someone is deluded, that means that somebody who thinks he is doing the right thing, but in actual sense, he's actually wrong. So that is who I think Twene Jonas is, and therefore he needs medical attention. But before that, I want you to be very, very clear with this. See, there is something that Twene Jonas has used as a surface that makes people think that he is making sense. Point number 1, he makes it very clear to people that his basis of argument is entirely that leaders of Ghanaian leaders are corrupt. That is why Ghanaians are suffering. A lot of Ghanaians tend to agree with this kind of philosophy or with this kind of ideology. So because people agree with this kind of ideology, Twene Jonas, on the other hand, is actually not doing things to help, solve the issue, but he is rather using this as a blanket to cover the face of people, which he does some things that are even contrary or even worsening the case. Point number 1, Twene Jonas is preaching one thing and is actually practicing another thing. Quite recently, Twene Jonas displayed a lot of money on social media where he claimed that those monies were his. Under normal circumstances, a person who believes in his people, he wants to help his people, elevate them from suffering and poverty. Yes, politicians had the opportunity, they didn't use it well. Now you have this opportunity, you have a lot of money that is around you. What were you supposed to do? You were supposed to go to your hometown, invest the monies in there, over there, create jobs for the people. Then these people will work and be able to take care of themselves and also take away suffering from their lives. Now, in the case of Twene Jonas, who has been preaching that he wants to help the people, he wants to help Ghanaians, did he do this? He didn't do this. So in one hand, he is preaching that Ghanaian leaders are very corrupt. On the other hand, he has the opportunity to help them, but he too didn't help them. So such a person has a question mark on himself. Now, point number 2, in this life, if you want to achieve something, you need to surround yourself with people who will help you achieve that thing. On one hand, Twene Jonas is preaching to help the Ghanaian community, to help Ghanaians, elevate them from poverty. If he really wanted to, achieve this goal by helping Ghanaians, he should surround himself by people who will help him achieve that. And of course, you cannot develop this country without the president, without the chiefs, without. So these are the people that you need to involve in terms of developing this country. So in case these chiefs or the president, any one of them is corrupt, what were you supposed to do? You were supposed to find a polite or a respectful way of correcting them, in order not to just correct them and lose them, but you correct them and keep them on your side. So in the course of developing the nation or helping the country, you will be able to achieve it, because you are a one man. So if you are preaching one thing and you really want to achieve it, you need audience, you need people who will help you, you need stakeholders to help you achieve that. So in a situation where you are just insulting the stakeholders, to what end? How will you be able to achieve your goal? You understand? One, whether you have been insulting them, whether you insult them or not, there is no day in the parliament they will say, because Twene Jonas have insulted us, therefore we are pushing this amount of money to infrastructure, we are pushing this amount of money to employment. No. Your insult can never change anything in the parliament. It can never change the budget. Whatever they have projected to spend in the year, that is exactly what they are going to do. That is what they are going to do. So you insulting them or you do not insult them cannot change whatever they plan to do. So on one hand, instead of being afar and insulting them, I think that you should come closer, establish good relationship with them, try to correct the ills that is in them, and then move along with them to achieve your goal. But in a situation where you push all of them aside, you take the chiefs away, you take the president, you insult everybody, and now you are on religious leaders, you are on Muslims, and how do you intend to achieve this? So you realize that Twene Jonas is actually not interested in solving the problem, but he is actually worsening the issue, because his insults neither changes or moves anything in the country. I've never seen or heard that somebody has taken a decision of building infrastructure or giving jobs to people just because Twene Jonas have insulted them. No, whatever they are doing, they are continuing to do it. So instead of all this, Twene Jonas is rather sacking all these people. So this raises a question. This makes one thing that, so what kind of person is this person? Instead of you bringing this person close to you, these people close to you, finding ways of solving the issue, you are rather insulting and sacking them away. So this makes me or people think, question, what is wrong with this person? Just by insulting the people, how will that solve the issue? You understand? So one hand, he may be speaking good, but on the other hand, you have to ask what kind of brain in his head. In actual sense, Twene Jonas is actually not helping solve the issue, but he is rather pushing away people who will help him achieve his goal. And the third point is that Twene Jonas doesn't listen to anyone. So whether you have done video advising him, including me, I've done video before, whether you have done video advising him or warning him, trust me, it doesn't get anywhere. It enters here and comes from that side. So the guy doesn't listen to anyone. Immediately you mention anyone, when you watch him do the video, live video, immediately they message someone. That is when he insults those people. So Twene Jonas does not actually listen to anyone. So if you are advising him or you are warning him, it's actually not going anywhere. It's like you are pouring water on a rock. So people like this, how do you handle with them? People like this, unless some situation hits them, that is when they pull back. That is when they think. Situation, I'm not saying, somebody should harm him physically or anything. No. Situation like maybe sickness. When a true sickness hits this guy, that is when his mouth will come down. Or when deportation, when he is deported back to Ghana. These are examples of things that when situation hits people like this, that is when they regret. That is when he will realize. You understand? So people like this, advice don't go. When you advise, who will he listen to? He insults Muslims, he insults our beliefs, he insults, he insults president, he insults chiefs and co. So who will he listen to? These are the people that everybody in this country listen to. These are the people that we as youth we listen to. So if this guy could insult them and you want to do a video and advise him, how do you expect him to listen? He will not listen. You understand? So what I'm trying to say is that you should keep doing your videos. I'm not saying you are totally wrong. You understand? But just understand that people like this, inshallah, it's a situation. When situation hits them, situation like deportation, situation like sickness, situation like, things that are beyond our imagination hits them. That is when they begin to realize that they made mistakes. And the sad thing is that he is on social media making all this. See, when situation befalls him, all those people on social media will be nowhere. You understand? So I think you need to be patient and look at people like this, and you will see their end. It is very, if they do not change or if they do not, repent, it's very, very sad. Their ending is totally sad. Their ending is very, very pathetic. You understand? So these are the three reasons why I think doing a video or correcting Twene Jonas is actually something that may actually not work. Because point number one, he is somebody that preaches one thing and he actually practices another thing. Point number two, he is another person who does not, bring people who will help him around. You understand? He only sacks them by insults. That's point number two. And point number three, he's somebody who doesn't listen. So if somebody is pushing an agenda, no matter how sweet it is, if he doesn't listen, forget it. You will never get anywhere. Subscribe to this channel and don't forget to share this video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.